inside the locker room more. Anthony and Jay inside the locker room more. Anthony and Jay in this corner. We got in. In this corner, we got Jay. Let's get it. Inside the locker room more. Anthony and Jay 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 inside the locker room more. Inside the locker room more.
Good morning. May 28, 2017, inside the locker room, and Jay back on these microphones again. We missed y'all last week. All of us had a little personal business we had to attend to, but we are very, very, very happy to be back again. Thank you guys for watching the show. Thank you guys for commenting on the show. Make sure you be a part of the conversation today. I want to say good morning to my big brothers first. What's up, big brother T?
Hey, man. Peace and blessings.
Man, glad to have you. And then my partner in crime,
Cole.
He cold.
Cold as ice.
Hey, before we get started, man, let's go give y'all a little background of why we laughing.
Cold.
So when Jay and I got to the studio to prep for the show, it was literally 119 degrees in there.
You're lying.
Big T.
You're lying.
We was on the equator.
Big T had the heat on.
We was in Dubai.
On May 28th. Yeah, we was in.
I don't know what was in the Amazon in there. I was like, what the?
It was an Arizona summer day in here.
Cold.
Yeah, on 118.
Arizona heat in Florida.
Now Jay asked T to turn the air down. Turn the air on so it cools off the air a little bit.
The air was on.
And now Jay got it in here at like 40. So there's no mixture. 1 minute you want to take all your clothes off, and then 1 minute you want to put on a
hoodie,
a blanket.
That ain't my fault.
So these two dudes are arguing about the air. We can't come to a consistent agreement about the air.
Hey, man.
They're telling customers
It's the end of May. The heat should not be on it. Anybody that got the heat on in the house, they tripping, man. Put some clothes on.
Yo, that's so funny.
It's 70
Put clothes on. Put layers on.
70 degrees.
But
It's not
you
hot.
should not have that furnace going in your house.
Yo, it really is. Jay's right. It was hot there. It was. He don't want to admit it, but it was
That's
hot.
what happens when you get over 55.
I think so.
Your blood gets thin.
They're having hot flashes.
No, cold flashes.
Cold. Yo, that's so funny. But man, we're glad to be back. Man.
Icicles up there on my nose.
Hey, yo, Big T in there with the heat on. Middle of June 1st is Thursday. And speaking of June 1st, Jay,
What up?
the trilogy starts this Thursday.
Oh yeah.
We got what everybody wanted. If you're an NBA fan, you got what you wanted. You got
Both teams pretty much blew through the playoffs.
Well, Boston is.
They overachieved this year. I
think they overachieved?
I'm gonna give them a nice round of applause and a clap for the Boston Celtics because, in my opinion, if you look at that roster from 1 to 12, they really shouldn't have been the number 1 seed nor have played the way they played. They played valiantly. I want to big them up. They definitely did a great job this season. So the Boston Celtics deserve a round of applause.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, Boston, then we'll talk about what happened in the series in the West. But everybody got pretty much what they asked for. Unless you're a diehard Spurs fan like Jay or you're a diehard fan of another team.
I don't even want to go into that whole
whether it's dirty or not. We'll get into that. But everybody got what they want. So Thursday, Golden State, Cleveland, Game 1 at Golden State. First time in NBA history that two teams have played in the NBA Finals 3 times in a row. And I was kind of surprised about that because I really thought that Boston and LA had done it.
No.
They had.
There was a couple breaks. There was a breaking. I think the Sixers went 1 year. I think that they broke it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So
you used to be LA 1 year.
Yeah.
And so I thought Boston and LA did it, but this is the first time in NBA history we got the same two teams playing 3 times in a row, and they're playing for something because both teams have a championship.
Yeah. This is rubber. This is definitely the rubber match.
And it's a rubber match for so many reasons. Does it cement LeBron's legacy, win or loss? If the Warriors built this super team, do they have to win? Is it, after going 73-9 last year, then you go out and get the second or third best player in the league?
If Kevin Durant wins it with Golden State, does that solidify him as a definite superstar?
Yeah. Does that put Kevin Durant in elite status?
Yeah.
A lot of questions to be answered. Steph Curry's healthy this year, so will we see a different Steph Curry against Kyrie?
Uncle Drew out there playing around.
So that's an interesting storyline.
Uncle Drew not fooling around, bro.
And Draymond Green has not stopped talking, and I can appreciate that.
He got every right to talk. He can talk as much as he wants because his team been balling.
Yeah, he has not stopped talking, and I can appreciate that. So a lot going on with that. June 1st, man. We want you guys are watching and being a part of the show, man. Make sure you give us your predictions. Jay, who do you have in the finals early on before you kind of get into it? Who do you have in the finals? Who do you have as the champion? Who do you have as the champion?
Winning chip?
Yeah.
I'm going with LeBron, man.
You got Cleveland? How many games?
It's going to go 7.
You got Cleveland in 7, so Cleveland's going to win a game 7 and Golden State again this year.
They're going to wear them out.
Okay.
They're going to grind Golden State out. Golden State is small. They don't have size. Cleveland has bodies out there that can kind of bang with them. Kevin Love is going to be the X factor. He's playing out of his mind right now.
Some really interesting matchups. I have Golden State in 7 only because Golden State's got the home court advantage. I don't think they lose 2 game 7s at home.
Okay.
I don't. I think LeBron's going to be LeBron. I think Kyrie's going to be Kyrie. I think the difference is Draymond and Klay Thompson are better than 3-4 with 2.
Okay. We can go a little bit more in depth with that.
Yeah, definitely. So making sure you guys, good morning, Bridget. How you doing, sister? Make sure you guys give us your predictions, man. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the finals. We'll definitely dive into that in depth in a few minutes. Also, man, we want to give you some programming notes. June 11th, 11 a.m., Seaside Park. Salute to the veterans, James Mez and his program, the Bridgeport American Legion, have opening day. So please get out there and support our veterans, whether it's police, firefighters, armed services, the military. Make sure you guys get out and support such a great cause, man. See some good baseball.
Yep.
We are still part of the Bridgeport Bluefish and Connecticut Sun family. Our Connecticut Sun ladies are struggling a little bit. 0-4 to start the season.
Young team.
Yeah.
Learn how to play on a new system.
Yeah.
Players, so
3 of the 4 games were very close. They lost a tough one this last weekend. Friday night they lost to the Lynx back to back. So tough one. Lynx are the best team in the league. They're 5-0, but our girls will be okay. June 17th, we have a huge announcement. June 17th.
Any of you guys want to come see us, enjoy the show, and see us live, be able to touch us, we're going to be at the Blind Rhino.
Be able to touch Jay.
Nah, you don't need to touch me. I'm hobbled. I've already been touched. Matter of fact, I'm a little touched, period. Anyway.
See y'all come touch Jay. June 17th, we're at the Blind Rhino in South Norwalk on North Main Street, right next to Ferris Pizza House. We are doing it live inside the locker room at the Blind Rhino, man. We have lots of giveaways, giving away professional baseball tickets. We have baseball tickets we're giving away, Bluefish tickets we're giving away, Connecticut Sun tickets we're giving away.
Yeah, I think we're also giving away a tour.
Yeah, a couple of tours to some nice wineries and brewery tours.
Yeah, we got a lot of giveaways.
A lot of raffles and giveaways, man. We want to say shout out to Casey and his team over at the Blind Rhino for allowing us to do that, man. We hope all of you guys can come through, man. We would love to see all you guys. We got drink specials. We have an actual J. Rogers drink special for that night.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you guys come through.
We'll come up with something real nice for y'all.
Yeah, we have some appetizers, lots of things. Big Lance is definitely in the building. So a lot of things going on that night, man. We'd love
Sir
to have that.
Lancelot is coming out?
Sir Lancelot said he's coming through. So we'll see. 7:30 to 9:30, Saturday night, June 17th at the Blind Rhino. Inside the locker room, and Jay live in the building. Actual live show. Man, you guys get it. Come on and debate us about a bunch of different topics, and hopefully if the finals act right, it's the day before Game 7.
Dope.
So
I think it's gonna go 7, man.
If it goes 7,
those ratings, man, you know they're gonna the refs gonna sway to go 7 games.
Len's still saying Sidney Moncrief.
Yeah, you gotta chill with that, man.
Yeah, so make sure you guys come through, man. Hang out with us. We love to see you guys. Come on, be on the air, man. Come talk to us. This is your chance to debate us live and in the flesh. June 17th at the Blind Rhino, Norwalk, Connecticut, 15 North Main Street, Norwalk, Connecticut. Make sure you guys come through again. We'd love to see you there. Big T has some big events coming up. Big T Cookout June 10th. June 17th is the Cookout.
Yeah,
The concert is June 10th.
June 10th is the Juneteenth celebration in Norwalk at the Carver.
All right, so at the Carver, Juneteenth,
And
June 10th at the Carver, huge gospel celebration
And,
with Big T, and then
and also on the community cookout for the community in Knowlton Park, Bridgeport. All are welcome. Come on out, enjoy yourself, enjoy the music, enjoy the food, fellowship. You know.
all right, so community cookout, and make sure you guys come through and see that. And check that out, Knowlton Park. We'd love to have all you guys come through.
Yeah.
And,
One thing I'd like to say before we really go into the show, man. There's been a pretty bad climate, in a lot of our urban cities here in Connecticut, with violence that's been going around, different gun violence. I just want to say to everyone, we need to start loving each other. We need to start preaching to our youth and have a little bit more patience with one another.
Yeah.
The violence needs to stop. We need to embrace each other. We need to be about uplifting one another. So it's just one little tidbit. I just wanted to mention that the violence that's going in and around, whether Bridgeport, Norwalk, New Haven,
That's church.
all the different communities. Please let's support stopping the violence, preaching, loving one another, being more about the community, uplifting one another, supporting one another, and let's raise each other so we can have prosperous lives. So I just wanted to get that quick tidbit out there.
Yeah, that's church. That's church.
all right, y'all. So inside the locker room, and Jay, man, make sure you guys take that serious, man. Jay's 100% correct. So let's take that serious. Hey, we're gonna take a quick 30-second break, and when we come back, we into these NBA finals, man. We want to hear everything you guys got to talk about. Give us your predictions, give us your thoughts, matchups, and I'm gonna tell Jay why Steph Curry gonna give Kyrie Irving the business.
Yeah, boy, crazy.
Why Steph Curry is still the best point guard in the league?
The best point guard, huh?
Second best. John Wall's the best. John Wall's still the best point guard than Steph. Inside the Locker Room, Ant and Jay, man. www.insidethelockerroomandjay.com. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to our past shows on our podcast on our iTunes and SoundCloud, man. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Inside the Locker Room.
10 to 12.
10 to 12. How is it a gospel hour and it's 2 hours?
Yeah.
No, it's called
The Gospel Hour. Hours.
The gospel hours?
now I'm just jacking my
The gospel
times.
times?
The gospel jams.
The gospel jams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Big T's morning gospel jams.
From 10 to 12. Big
Right.
T's morning gospel
So we
jams.
was giving it all the time.
We was making it more.
Yeah,
The Gospel Hour.
It was
I was cool with
the gospel hour with us.
I'm cool with that.
It sounds real radio.
It do the gospel hour.
It does. It sounds real radio. All right, y'all. Inside the Locker Room, man, Jay, man. Let's delve into this NBA Finals talk real quick. Jay has the Cavs in 7. I have the Warriors in 7. Does LeBron have to win this championship? I said yes. Now, huge debate on social media last couple of days about this, and I said yes, and here's why. I think LeBron James becomes Peyton Manning if he doesn't win this championship. I think it's imperative that he wins this championship. He can't be second, third greatest in the NBA of all time, be on the Mount Rushmore, and not win championships.
But he's won 3.
Tim Duncan has 5.
That's not Peyton Manning.
Magic has 5.
That's not
Kobe
Peyton.
has 5.
That's
Kareem has
That's
5.
not Peyton Manning.
Shaq is 4.
Kobe and Shaq had each other. Kareem had Magic.
We're putting
Mike had Pippen.
We're putting all these people together. Kyrie has 1. Dwayne Wade has 3.
Okay, he had Shaq, and then he had LeBron.
Everybody's played with somebody.
You see that math there?
But everybody's played. We act
you
like
see that
LeBron,
math there.
but we can't act like LeBron played by himself.
When he went to his first finals, naming the starting 5.
We keep going into that.
It means something.
And I love.
He had a D-League team.
And I love how.
Bill Gaskets, Damon Jones, Booby Gitt. Come on, man.
I love how.
Come on, man.
I love how we keep using that as an excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's a fact.
So we give him credit for getting there, but we
He
don't
was
give him
young.
credit.
How old
we
was
don't give him
LeBron when he went to his first final?
probably 4 or 5 years in the league. 5, 6 years ago.
About
23, 24.
23, 24. Young buck, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a bunch of what? Derelicts?
No, he had an outstanding run that year.
With D-League
But
players.
you got to give him the. So let's take that aside.
That should make it even more solid.
That's fine. So let's take that aside. I'll give you 2007. I'll give you that run in 2007. Let's put that to the side. But then what happens in 2011 when he gets to Dallas and he wets the bed four straight games in the fourth quarter?
Dallas was just on an amazing run, man.
Oh, see,
that was Dirk's time. It was Dirk's time.
I love how we do this with LeBron, man. We can't keep doing this with LeBron.
See, now he's talking about LeBron. It's not just LeBron.
Dwayne Wade averaged.
The Cleveland Cavaliers won the championship.
Dwayne Wade, and in 2012 when they won their first one, Dwayne Wade averaged 26 points a game in the finals.
Okay, he's supposed to. That's Dwayne Wade.
So we can't
That's D Wade. That's Flash. He's supposed to do that.
Okay.
He's supposed to do it. Dwayne Wade.
2013 LeBron won the championship. LeBron was LeBron.
Is Dwayne Wade a Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
All right. So he's supposed to do that.
Yes.
All right.
But I'm just pointing out these deficiencies in this LeBron.
Deficiencies in who?
LeBron is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful player. Probably
he's not Peyton Manning. No, you can't get him that.
Peyton Manning. If he loses this, he's Peyton Manning.
He has he's been to the NBA championships for the 7th time. Nobody has done that. Oh, what? I don't even think Bill Russell has done that. 7 times in a row, I don't think Bill Russell has done that.
No, I agree. But I think that if he loses...
You got to give that man his props for being one of the arguably one of the best player in the league right now.
Oh,
he has more.
No,
he has scored
LeBron,
more
LeBron is the best player in the league right now. It's not even.
I'm talking about NBA history.
No.
He has scored more. He passed your boy MJ.
He played 33 more games.
Doesn't matter. He passed him.
Has LeBron passed Magic Johnson? The question is not Michael.
You don't think he can pass Magic?
We have to take Michael off the table.
You don't think he can
He's
pass
not even
Magic
close to
Johnson?
Michael. Is he past Magic Johnson in terms of the eye test?
Yes.
LeBron's better than Magic Johnson.
Yes. In my opinion, yes. He's a combination. In my opinion, for everybody that's watching, LeBron is a combination of Magic. He has Magic Johnson's IQ. He has Karl Malone body with the athletic ability. I can't even say Mike because his athletic ability is even better than Michael Jordan's.
Sterling points out a great point. Bill Russell won 8 straight. Not just went to 8 straight. He won 8 straight.
Come on, man.
And the question, where do we put Kobe then? Kobe has 5.
Okay, but he won 3 with Shaq. Shaq was the best player. He wasn't even the best player on that team.
Only once.
He wasn't the best player on 3. The first 3 he won.
It's hard. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with LeBron. I think the argument with LeBron. Last year, we would all agree that LeBron had probably the best finals statistically than anybody in NBA history. Better than Mike, better than everybody. Statistically. But they don't win that championship if Kyrie doesn't beat Kyrie.
That is true.
Which is hard. So it makes it very difficult to judge LeBron. Because LeBron has wonderful stats and he goes crazy.
Everybody needs players. There's never really been one player that's won an NBA championship all by himself.
Michael won 6 of them.
Not by himself.
Yes, by himself.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had the players around him help win that. So you're saying Dennis Rodman ain't do nothing?
No.
Pippen ain't do nothing?
No, I think people can
Come on, man.
I think people can
they could.
I think people can
without Dennis Rodman and Pippen there, you take any one of those 2 players off of those teams.
But is LeBron
win? You take Horace Grant off of those earlier ones?
No, they still win those championships.
No, they won't.
Horace Grant?
No, they won't.
They got rid of Horace Grant the second time around.
All right.
And
they went and got who?
They got Dennis Rodman.
All right then. They needed somebody of that same caliber.
But has Michael ever not been the best player in the finals?
No.
We can make an argument that LeBron hasn't been the best player in the finals.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely tripping here, man.
That's interesting.
So you're saying Kyrie Irving was the best man in the finals? He was the best player in the NBA finals last year.
No, not last year. Not last year.
Okay,
LeBron was crazy.
So when LeBron has won
2000, when he's won. Okay, so we only count the years he's won.
Oh, obviously, if he lost, he's not the best player in the finals.
We only count the years he won.
Mike has never lost.
I think in 2012.
That's the argument. If you want to say the argument that we're having right here, is the only argument that anyone has is that Mike has never lost in an NBA final that he's reached, and he's never went to a Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very solid facts, but that doesn't mean that you can take away from what LeBron is doing, because what LeBron is doing, nobody has done.
Is it a product, again, though, but I ask, is it a product of LeBron or is it a product of the East?
It's a product of LeBron.
I'm
wherever LeBron goes, the team automatically is an NBA Finals favorite.
I'm not questioning LeBron's greatness. And anybody listening and watching, I'm not questioning LeBron's greatness.
Take LeBron.
No, don't
No, listen to me. Take LeBron off of Cleveland, put him on and put him on the Bucks. Take Giannis out.
Wait a minute, wait. They went to the playoffs anyway.
Okay, but
so your argument is they would go to the finals?
They automatically go to the finals and probably win it.
Kyrie's better than anybody on Milwaukee.
So that, but I bet you if you took LeBron, moved him over and put Giannis over there, the Bucks are going to the finals and don't.
Neither team is going to the finals.
Tripping.
Neither one.
Tripping.
It's interesting though. It's interesting.
LeBron makes players better.
I think LeBron, he does, but I also think that he has to win championships.
Okay,
at his level, he's 3-5, 3-4. 3-5 if he loses this year.
He's won 3 though.
But he's 3-5. But then again, the argument is the people we're putting him in.
I mean, he's been in more finals than Mike Wright.
Yes.
Right then.
What is that saying?
That means a lot.
That he's been in 8 finals?
That's letting you know the impact he has on the game.
He has a huge impact on the game. He has a huge impact.
That man is the best out there, man.
Oh, I'm not debating that. I'm not debating that. And then we have another question. And I agree with this question. On the flip side, we get on Cleveland and LeBron. On the flip side of that, does Golden State have to win? Golden State has to win this year.
They don't have to win. They got time to go to a plane.
No. You can't go 73-9. Lose in the last minute.
They don't have to win.
Lose in the last minute and a half of the Game 7 at home, and then go get the second best player in the league.
Okay.
They have to win this year.
In their eyes,
Kevin Durant, and
their eyes, in any Golden State Warrior fan or or the Golden State Warrior team, they have to win.
And Steph Curry has to play well. No more excuses for him either. He has to play well. He'll be Peyton Manning in my eyes as well.
No,
Steph Curry can't go out there.
Steph Curry is right now, in my opinion, he's just like James Harden when he gets to disappears.
And that's my point. He has to show up this year. This will be 3 years in a row. He has to show up this year. Steph is another one. Goes out there, have these wonderful regular seasons, all these 3-pointers, scores all these points, and then he gets to the finals and he wets the bed too. He has to be very, very good.
Gets D up, can't get break free.
And Big Brother Rick says the same thing. I think Golden State has to win. Both of these teams are. I think it hurts more.
Golden State doesn't have to win because if they lose the finals, they're not going to get broken up. The team is going to come back and they're going to try again for another championship.
They're not, but I think that Golden State has more to lose than Cleveland.
Why?
I think because Golden State's a favorite and they're at home. And I think that Golden State...
Favorite because of Vegas?
And Golden State went out...
Because of Vegas as their...
And remember, Golden State went out and added a player. Cleveland didn't really... Cleveland's bench got better, but they didn't add any players.
Kevin Love said it best. It amazes me that they're the underdog when they're the defending NBA champions. They're the defending champions. How are they the underdog? With the best player on the planet. I don't get it. I mean, guys, it's... I don't know. Any of you guys that's listening right now, 1350 WNOK, Inside the Locker Room, man and Jay, please give us some insight on what you guys think.
Yeah, we would love to hear you guys' comments, man. I'm reading some of the comments that are coming through, and I think that Golden State has to win. They have to. You can't go get the second best player and then say, you know what, we got next year.
Well, we got a question that I want to read off right now. This is coming from Lance Williams. He's asking right now, if Curry doesn't win the NBA Finals MVP, should he still be considered the best point guard?
He's not. Even if he wins the NBA Finals, I don't know if he's the best point guard in the league.
Look, Uncle Drew is better than that man.
No. Kyrie might have better numbers against Steph Curry, but Steph Curry's a better player.
No, he's not, man.
Steph Curry's a better player than Kyrie Irving.
Let me just ask this question. You've been watching the playoffs this year, right? Mm-hmm. You see what Kyrie did to the Celtics when he willed that game? What, 42 points?
He had 19.
Can Steph Curry do it? Steph Curry perform just like that?
Steph Curry's averaging 29 points a game in the playoffs right now.
Let's shoot from half court.
But
he can't go to the rack like that.
Here's an interesting stat.
He can't go to the rack like that.
No, he can't. But
Kyrie imposed his will.
Here's an interesting stat about that game. Remember, LeBron still had 34, 9, and 8.
Okay.
So it's not like Kyrie was out there getting 42 and LeBron had 10.
I'm not saying that he did.
LeBron makes Kyrie better.
Okay. He makes everybody better. You're answering the question about why LeBron is who he is.
My little brother Hector says Steph doesn't. Hector, we agree. Steph doesn't play any defense. I totally agree with that.
He's going to get shut down.
But Kyrie doesn't play any defense either.
He shut him down last year in the finals. He owned Steph Curry. Steph Curry disappeared last year. Who
Steph was hurt.
Now he's hurt now.
He was hurt.
Come on, man. See, now we're making excuses.
We are. But I still think Steph Curry's better than Kyrie Irving. It's interesting.
You still believe that?
But I think the X factor is
you haven't given in my opinion, you haven't given a valid reason of why he's better.
I think he's a better player. I think he just.
And what aspect of his game?
I think Kyrie's a better scorer, but I think Steph has the ability to make the people around him better.
Okay.
That's my point. I think Steph has the ability to make everyone else around him better. I think Kyrie is capable of going on 15-0 scoring runs. But Kyrie is not making everyone around him better.
And you didn't see the last 2 games?
Game 6 doesn't. Game 5 didn't count. Boston didn't even show up in Game 5. Cleveland scored 37 points in the first quarter. They scored 75 points in the first half. So Game 5 doesn't count.
That should let you. That right there should let everyone know that the Cleveland not fooling around right now. They're not playing no games with anybody right now. So anybody thinking that Golden State Warriors is just going to run right through the Cleveland Cavaliers, you got to be out of your mind. It's going to be a great series, but Kyrie Irving's going to have Steph on lock. He had him shook last year. He's going to have him shook again.
I doubt that. I doubt that. And my X Factor, people are asking about the X Factor. The X Factor for me, Hector said Kevin Love. Mine is Klay Thompson.
I agree with Hector.
No, Klay Thompson.
Where has Klay been all playoff?
My point. Klay is stunk in the playoff. And if he comes out and he has a big game, this thing is over early.
He ain't going to do nothing. Shumpert or J.R. Smith going to have him locked. And y'all might think I'm crazy for saying that, but they've been playing some good D. The combination of Shumpert and J.R. Smith, Klay ain't doing nothing. He hasn't done nothing all playoffs, and he's not going to do nothing in the finals either.
That's interesting.
He's not going to do anything. He hasn't done anything. His confidence is way down right now.
Well, he better pick it up, because I think if he does well, then we have a quick finals. What makes you pick Cleveland in 7? You think Cleveland's going to win a game in Golden State?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Okay. Golden State would have at least lost one game if Kawhi Leonard didn't get hurt in Game 1 against my beloved Spurs.
That's true.
Okay.
Besides that, before we go any further with that, though, was that a dirty play?
Yes, absolutely.
You think that was a dirty play?
Yeah.
I think it was a big guy who doesn't know how to defend the perimeter.
If you look at his history, and everybody, you can go to Google. You can Google, was that a dirty play? Was it? Look, all the sports talk shows, including us, have been talking about it for weeks now. That was absolutely a dirty play. These are the best athletes in the world. If you're a professional basketball player, that sport translates to every other sport. You're the best athlete in the world. You're graceful, you're strong, you're fast, you're quick, you're light on your feet. He knew exactly what he was doing, man. He didn't have to take that extra step so that man could land on his foot like that.
Hey, you guys watching the show, do you think that it was a dirty play? Was
Zaza straight dirty.
Zaza Pachulia on Kawhi.
He put too much Za in the Za. That's what he Zaza too much, and he did that purposely.
And it absolutely changed the series, because the Spurs had no fight left after that. Tony Parker's out now. They harassed the basketball. You guys didn't have anybody who could really take care of the basketball. And then Kawhi, you couldn't get to the basket anymore. And it showed us a lot about LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot about him.
But that's all right, though, because we're picking up CP3.
Chris Paul to the Spurs is a
I'm
really
telling you,
good
we're going to get him.
That changes the whole landscape.
They breaking up the clip show, so CP3 is going over to the Spurs.
Yeah, that'd be a real good.
People don't like that right now, boy. They hoping and praying we don't get CP3.
Well, I'm not. I would love to see that. That change of balance in the West, I would love to see that. That would be really, really good. Guys, what are your predictions for the finals, man? And who's your finals MVP? Who do you guys have as your finals MVP? Are we taking a safe bet, LeBron? His finals MVP?
Without question.
If Golden State wins, who has to be MVP?
Who has to be MVP?
If Golden State wins.
Durant.
I'm going to go a little bit out of the box. I think that if Golden State wins, Draymond Green has to be the MVP. Defensively, and he's got to do all the little things. He's got to go out there and average 10, 10,
I knew
6.
he was going to say it. I knew he was going to say it.
MVP, yeah, stop.
But I'm saying
he's an X factor, but not an MVP.
I think in order for Golden State to win the championship, Draymond Green has to be the MVP. He's got to go out there and score 12 points, 10 rebounds.
That's going to make him the MVP?
And 6 assists every
That's
time.
going to make him the MVP?
Yes, because if he does that, then he causes problems for everybody else. I think Kyrie and Steph cancel each other out. I think that LeBron and Kevin Durant cancel each other out.
Doesn't work like that. You know the MVP voting for any type of finals or for the season, it doesn't work like that, man.
And I think Kyrie has to be the MVP for Cleveland. For Cleveland to win.
That could be a possibility. It could be either LeBron or
I think Kyrie has to go out there and do what he did to Boston. To help support LeBron.
You think he can't do it?
No, I think he can. But
they don't have.
But he can't do it for one game. He has to do it for 6, 7 games. He did it for one game in Boston City.
So you got to score over 30 every game?
Yes.
Nah, man. You tripping, man. You got to stop, man. You got to stop it, man. You got to stop with that nonsense, man. He got to score 30 every game for him to win.
He's got to score at least 25.
He can definitely do 25 easy.
What do you guys think, man? We got a lot of people watching on Facebook. Do you guys think
Sterling Smith said the X Factor is JaVale McGee. That might be true, though, Coach.
Sterling needs breakfast.
No, that might be true, though.
Sterling needs breakfast.
No reason why I agree with Sterling, though.
Why?
Because he's a rim protector. He rebounds and he's a rim protector. They lost a lot of size and defense with letting Harrison Barnes, Ezeli, and those guys go. Picking him up and working him along and getting him in the rotation to be able to rebound, protect the rim. He meant something in the playoffs this year.
I agree.
Tristan Thompson's a beast on the offensive glass. They're going to need JaVale McGee to keep him off that glass.
I agree. Wow. Pastor Newton said Kevin Love, Kyrie, and LeBron have to average 85. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, that is a lot.
I would say somewhere around 70.
That's a lot, Luke.
Kevin
Love been balling though.
I would say 70. And Hector, I agree with you. I think that the refs are a huge factor. I think the refs
gonna make sure this series goes 7 games.
I think the refs are going to be a huge factor. If it gets physical and they allow people to play, Cleveland wins this series. But if Steph can run around and every time he gets looked at, it's a foul, Golden State wins this series.
They're going to let them play, man. They're going to let them play. Steph ain't going to get those ticky-tacky fouls in no game this playoffs, man.
No, he will. He'll get him in game 1.
No, he won't.
He'll get him game 1.
No, he won't. I don't think so. I think what the Golden State Warriors are going to have to do, they're going to have to run sets where he's going to get double and triple screens, whether it's running the baseline, coming up on the opposite side wings. They're going to have to run a lot of screens for him to break free. So it's going to keep keeping the Cleveland Cavaliers defense off from really getting set, where he can either get off his quick shot or keep his man off balance and be able to penetrate the seams there. That's what I think is going to have to happen. They're going to do double and triple screens for that man.
And couple really interesting questions. Lance says, "Is Mike Brown fold under pressure?" I think that Mike Brown won't be coaching the team, even though he'll be on the sidelines. Steve Kerr will be behind the scenes coaching the team. They'll have Steve Kerr mic'd up to an assistant coach telling Mike Brown what to do.
It's still not the same without him being on the floor. It's not the same, bro. Look at Phil Jackson. Everybody knows that he's really coaching the team even though he's not the coach. Look at the Knicks. They garbage.
Well, That's personnel decisions, though, with the Knicks.
Yeah,
it's a lot of personnel. And Derrick Rose is going to Minnesota.
Yeah, he's going to go back and play with Thibodeau.
How do we feel about that? That's not bad, though.
He had a good season. Man.
That's not bad for him. He goes in with Karl Anthony Towns.
People act like he had a great season.
That's not bad. That's not a bad look for him.
He had a good season. Based upon with his injuries and everything, he averaged just under 19 points, 6 or 7 assists, maybe 5 rebounds. That's not bad, man. He'll be better this year because he'll be even healthier.
Who? Derrick Rose?
Yeah.
I can see that.
He's 100% healthy right now, man. He had a little minor thing with his knee, but he's healthy right now and he's working out.
And he needs to be a spot where he, I think Derrick Rose is past the prime of being in the spotlight. Going to Minnesota where he's the second or third option is good for him. Third option. He'll actually be the third option in Minnesota.
I don't know if he's going to be necessarily the third option.
Yeah, behind Wiggins and Karl Anthony.
They're still young.
Very young.
That's why that makes it a good spot for him to go to because he can give so much experiences in regards to being in the playoffs, how to compete against, bigger teams like, Cleveland and stuff like that because he was a league MVP. People always forget that Derrick Rose is an MVP.
NBA draft is June 22nd. Barclays Center, you and I will be out there. For the NBA draft. Jay and I will be out there for the NBA draft. Lonzo Ball has already said he's not going to Boston no matter what. He didn't work out for them at all. Well, he did work out for Philadelphia.
They're picking up Fultz anyway.
Yeah, he did work. If I'm them,
why would they get a point guard when they got 2 great point guards? They're not sure who they're going to pick up anyway. They got Bradley and they got
if I'm Boston,
Isaiah.
If I'm Boston, and someone made this point, if I'm Boston, I trade that pick to Chicago and go get Jimmy Butler.
That's a dope pick, but
I'd go try to get Jimmy Butler.
Don't you think?
Or Gordon Hayward.
I like Gordon Hayward. Why would trade for him when you can just get him free agency?
This is true.
I think they need size. They need a big man that can change the game.
And you guys think I'm playing? You guys think I'm fooling around? Philadelphia 76ers will win the East next year. They will be in the playoffs and win the East. Especially if they get Kyle Lowry.
You gotta chill, man. Come on, man. Stop playing, man.
Philadelphia, the Sixers will be better than everybody in the East.
Stop, man.
They will win this.
Stop.
All right, let me rephrase
Chill.
They will win the Atlantic Division.
Chill, man.
They'll win the Atlantic Division. They'll be better than Boston, Brooklyn, and New York.
Stop, man.
Philly will be better than those 3 teams?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're gonna be better than Boston, man. Stop, man. You gotta chill, man. For real. They barely might make the playoffs. No, you gotta stop.
They will win that division.
Nah, man, you tripping.
They will win that division.
All y'all guys check.
Ben Simmons is coming back. Joel Embiid is coming back.
He hasn't played now.
Go get a solid point guard like Kyle Lowry.
Simmons hasn't played a minute of NBA basketball.
Not a minute. He's still better than 70% of the league.
You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop, man. He hasn't proven anything. How is he better than 70% of the league? He hasn't played.
He's better than 70. He was better than 70% of the league coming in last year.
How do you figure?
Ben Simmons?
How do you figure that? But he hasn't played.
They're talking Ben Simmons as a young LeBron.
Again.
6'9".
He hasn't played.
Guard.
They call Harold Miner Baby Jordan. And where is he now?
Yeah, that was nuts. Baby Jordan.
They call Harold Miner Baby Jordan. Where is he now?
Derek Newton says the Sixers will win 40 games. And Derek Newton, you are absolutely wrong. Sixers will win at least 48.
That's a lot.
48, 49 games.
Derek Newton is giving them some games.
No, they'll win 48. They'll win close to 50 games this year.
No. I'm taking the under on that, guys. Will the 76ers win 50 games? I'm taking the under.
Hey, Lance, I never brought up my Brooklyn Nets, okay, brother? Like, I never said anything about the Brooklyn Nets.
See, you know what? I'm about to shut down this live feed because people are just talking crazy on the live feed. Like Lance Williams talking about the Lakers going to win the West next year. Come on,
Lakers will be a lottery team again.
I'm about to block some of y'all, man, with y'all comments, man. Y'all about to be
LeVar Ball going to be coaching the Lakers in a few years.
Right. We lose a little. We going off a little offset here right now.
Carlos, that's 500. If they go 41-41, that's 500. I think they can win 48 games next year.
No.
I think Philadelphia healthy with Embiid and Ben Simmons and a solid point guard can win 48
Ben Simmons hasn't played a minute, and he was hurt all year, so he's coming back from a major injury. Embiid he plays, and he didn't even play a full season because he got hurt again. So I'm not giving the Sixers anything right now unless them players can play a full season. I'm not giving them anything right now. Saying that they're going to win 50 games is just ridiculous. Real talk. That's ridiculous talk.
Okay. That's fine. That's
ridiculous talk. Absolutely not.
When we come back, we'll talk. When we come back, we'll talk NBA free agency. Who's moving around?
We need to talk about who's better. This has been something that's been going on the internet and through talks about Michael Jordan and LeBron. We need to really figure out
who's better. Michael. I don't even think the conversation should be: is LeBron better than Magic? Forget Michael.
Yeah, Pippen said that, but Pippen said that statement in a couple of episodes.
The conversation is LeBron versus Magic.
Because it's not the same player.
Yeah,
right.
Michael's in a whole different league.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, we can't consider
it's
that.
Apples and oranges, but we'll talk more about that.
We'll talk about that. All right, we'll be back in 30 seconds to a minute, man. Inside the Locker Room NJ, www.insidethelockerroomnj.com. Make sure you check out our website. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Come on, fellas. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. We got some exclusive content on there. June 17th, we're live at the Blind Rhino, so we love to see everybody come on down and check out our iTunes and SoundCloud podcast of the show. Anybody want to come up and debate us? We also have an open. We got an open mic up here, man. If anybody want to come up here and touch this microphone with us for a little while, a lot of you guys say you want to come, and then Sunday morning come and we get those texts that you can't make it. Some part a little bit too much on Saturday. Some people just got church. Some people just I think they scared. So we're gonna open the third mic up to somebody one day, man. Anybody want to come up here on Sunday and get at us? We'll talk about this. But when we come back, LeBron versus Mike, or LeBron versus Magic, or LeBron versus Kobe. He set Kobe down. Inside the Locker Room, NJ. We'll be back in a minute, man. See y'all in a minute.
This is your number one regional community radio station, WNLK 13.
All right, Inside the Locker Room, and Jay, man, we back. We're going to finish up the last part of the show talking about LeBron James, the hot topic of NBA basketball.
What about it?
Well, the argument has been with LeBron passing Michael for career playoff scoring points. Mm-hmm. Is he and Michael?
Should he be compared with the greatest? Michael Jordan is considered to be the greatest player in NBA history by a lot of these pundits out here. And the argument is LeBron James better than him, or has he cemented his legacy being better than MJ?
Is he in that conversation?
Yes, absolutely.
Where do we put LeBron? Is LeBron 1A?
He's not 1 yet.
Is he 2?
He's definitely 2.
Better than Magic?
Yes.
Would you start a team with LeBron over Magic?
Yes, I would.
Interesting.
Yes, I would.
Interesting. I wouldn't, but
if you put LeBron on the teams that Magic had, Kareem,
you put me on
James.
You put me on those teams with
my point exactly.
Well, that's not
my point exactly.
But that's not a product of. But Magic still made people better. I mean, that's Magic Johnson.
I'm not saying that he didn't, but it's not that hard to make players better when you got that talent.
But I think the problem that we're always going to have with LeBron, and maybe this changes this year. The problem we're always going to have with LeBron is that he's always willing to facilitate instead of taking the big shot. It doesn't matter.
Penalizing LeBron for not being the Black Mamba or the
because Kobe would take that big shot. Michael would definitely take that big shot.
We know Kobe would take the big shot because he's taken the most shots in NBA history. He's missed the most shots in NBA history.
But Kobe would take the shot when it's necessary. LeBron's not.
You know Kobe ain't gonna miss not taking any shot.
LeBron is going to facilitate.
That makes players
So would
better.
you take him over Magic? Because Magic is going to do both.
Well, what's Magic's scoring point average? It's not over 20 points.
No, it is. Magic's average 20 points.
He doesn't. No, not for his career. Absolutely not.
Really?
Google it. It's about 18, 19 points.
We're gonna pull up those stats.
He doesn't average 20 points a game.
We're gonna pull up those stats
for his career stats. He doesn't average 20. LeBron I think he's about over 25 points a game.
Yeah, LeBron's
And he's going to average over 20 when he's done.
That's interesting.
Magic doesn't take shots like that, man.
You're right. Magic averaged 19.5 for his career.
I'm trying to tell you.
11 assists, 52% shooting from the field, 85% shooting from the free throw line.
Solid. I'm not saying it's not solid.
That's great.
It's great, but
19 and 11,
and he's a great facility
for his career.
Yeah,
I mean, because we're talking about the hurt Magic, the late years Magic.
Yeah,
we're not talking about just the 80s Magic.
Yeah, we talking 90s, early 90s and everything. After he made his announcement and all that.
Yeah,
we talking that Magic too. But he doesn't average over 20.
And you know what's interesting? And I did not know this. You bring up a great point. I did not know this. Magic only averaged 20 points a game 4 times in his career.
I'm trying to tell you that. He didn't have to.
He played 13 years. He only averaged 20 points a game 4 times in his career.
He played with great players that put it in the hole, man.
But on the flip side of that, he averaged over 10 assists a game 8 years in a row. 9 years in a row.
True point guard.
9 years in a row.
True point guard.
And I've always said Magic Johnson's the greatest point guard. I said this 2 weeks ago.
True point guard.
Magic Johnson's the greatest point guard ever to play.
True point guard.
But he's also a winner.
It's easy to win when you got Kareem.
Let's stop acting like LeBron is not playing with Hall of Famers. Kyrie Irving will be a Hall of Famer one day. Dwayne Wade is a Hall of Famer. Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Kevin Love will be a Hall of Famer. LeBron's not playing with
that team that he brought before he left Cleveland the first time.
We're not going to keep going back to that one.
You have to, though.
We're not going to keep going back to that 1 year, 2007.
That was a D-League
We're not going to keep going to that.
Name the starting 5.
They were a D-League team. I gave you that team.
That should let you know how great he was, and he was super young. He was like 23 years old.
I'm not debating that.
Magic ain't never do that. Mike ain't never do that.
Mike, you can't consider the 2 eras because the teams are a lot better. Teams are a lot better than Mike was chasing Detroit.
Why are they a lot better?
And Boston.
Why are they a lot better? So they're a lot better than teams now?
That 86 Boston team is probably the best team in the history of the NBA.
I don't know about that.
That 86 Boston Celtics,
I don't know.
The team might score 63 against in the playoffs.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that.
The 86, the only team better was probably the 87 Lakers.
Nah, I don't know. That's biased talk, man. There's different eras. Look at the Pistons team that went to the championships. Those are tough teams. Look at the Rockets, not too far behind from the team. You got to look at the Bulls teams, man. What are you talking about? The Bulls teams that went 72-10. What are you talking about? Those teams are solid, man. You can't automatically just say that they're
the 86 Celtics with Bird, McHale, Parrish, Dennis Johnson, and Danny Ainge.
Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson was one of the greatest guards in the history of this league.
Not when he was a Celtics. Not when he was a Celtic.
He's one of the top 40 guards ever in history.
Not when he was a Celtic. He was in the later stages of his career. Danny Ainge, good player. The Chief, solid player, but he wasn't. He wasn't averaging 20.
That Boston Celtics team would kill.
The only people that
Boston Celtics team won 60 games.
The only people that was go-to was McHale on the block and Bird. That's it.
That Boston Celtics.
Let's keep it 100.
That Boston Celtics team would be in the finals this year against either one of these teams. And that 87 Lakers.
I'm not agreeing with that. No, I'm not agreeing with that because it's all relevant in regards to the way the game is played. The game was played differently back then.
I agree.
The game was played differently. There's different rules now in regards to how you play defense and how offense and everything is run. It's different eras, man. So you can't compare it that way. LeBron shows his greatness because he will still be able to play in all eras. He will be able to play back then because he has the size, strength, and the abilities to play in that era. That's why LeBron's game transcends different eras.
I think LeBron would be LeBron in any era. I don't disagree with LeBron. The problem is the rest of them wouldn't. And Boston would be able to handle a LeBron.
I don't know about that. Those slow-footed
and that 87 Laker team?
They played a lot of defense back then?
Yes.
Like that? Nah.
That 87 Laker team?
They didn't see. You gotta look at it like this. Them teams back in the day, they played defense a different way because they didn't have that as much athletic ability as these teams.
I think LeBron would transcend anything.
That's why they used to get those forearms back in the day, because them cats couldn't move their feet like that. Man.
So your comparison for LeBron James is Michael Jordan?
No.
Who's your comparison for LeBron?
Magic?
Yeah. But he's better than Magic in your eyes?
Yes.
So he's the second best player in the league?
Yes.
That's
Yes. You can't really compare MJ and LeBron because it's apples and oranges. MJ is going to the rack. He's going to take your heart because he's going to get it, put it in the hole. He's going to will his team by getting buckets to win the game. Different type of player. LeBron is impacting the game in many different ways. He's rebounding the ball. He's defending all 5 positions. Mike not doing that. He's not doing that. LeBron playing positions 1 through 5. We're not talking about Kobe, Big T.
Big T wants to bring
Kobe ain't nobody. Kobe ain't nobody, man.
Kobe's somebody.
Kobe ain't nobody.
Kobe's top 10.
I mean, why is everybody
top 10?
Kobe?
Yeah.
Like he didn't exist.
Because Kobe didn't make anybody better. 1, 2. He's a gunner, and he won championships. When he won his championships, he arguably had the best big man in the NBA at the time.
Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Kobe. Well, we're not going to sit here and act like Paul Gasol.
He was the best big man in the league.
He didn't help Kobe win those championships.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Kobe is Kobe.
Paul Gasol.
Let's not act like Kobe. Let's not act like Kobe's not Kobe.
Kobe is Kobe. He's
so are you going to say Tim Duncan? Are you going to say Tim Duncan's first two because of David Robinson?
No, Tim Duncan. No, David Robinson got his because of Tim Duncan.
See,
the difference.
No, it's the same thing.
No,
Paul Gasol got his because of Kobe. No. Kobe didn't get his because of Paul Gasol.
No. He needed Pat.
Are you not putting Kobe Bryant? Well, they all need somebody. We agree on that. Are you not putting Kobe Bryant in the top 10?
No, he's top 10. He's top 10.
That was the biggest.
He ain't 1 and 2 at all.
No, Kobe's not 1 and 2.
He may not even be 3. He definitely not 3 either.
No, I wouldn't put Kobe in 3.
So where's he at?
I put Kobe in the top 10.
Where's he at?
In 10? Probably. I'd give him. No, I wouldn't give him 6. I wouldn't give him 6. So I'd give Kobe probably 8 or 9. I can put 8 or 9.
Now you see, hey guys, you see where Ian is placing Kobe? He's the 8th greatest player in NBA history. That means there's 7 to 8 other players ahead of Kobe.
Yes.
That means he's not that great.
No, that doesn't mean that. You're talking 10 players, the top 10 players in the history of the league?
To me, that means he's nobody.
That means he's great.
He's great, but he ain't nobody.
That means he's great. He's not immortal.
He's nobody.
He's not immortal.
We shouldn't even be talking about him right now. If he's not top 5, we shouldn't even be talking about Kobe.
Lance, my list is Kobe at 8 or 9.
We shouldn't even be talking about Kobe if he's not in the top 5.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Matter of fact, this conversation is over if he's not talking about Kobe being.
So we both agree that LeBron is not in the Michael conversation. You got LeBron above Magic. I got Magic.
He will be in the conversation if he wins his championship.
He will be if he wins his championship.
Yes,
if he loses this, he's Peyton Manning.
No, he's not. He's not Peyton Manning.
He's Peyton Manning. He's a great regular season player.
No, he's not.
He can't win a Super Bowl.
He's won 3 championships already.
Yeah, he's 3 for 5 if he loses.
Doesn't matter. He's won 3 and been to 7.
That's 37% if he loses this one.
He's won 3 and he's been to 7 finals in a row
3 minutes
on 2 different teams. Who does that? Peyton Manning hasn't done that. Nobody has done that.
Peyton Manning took 2 teams to a Super Bowl.
How long between that?
That's fine.
How many years?
That's fine. But
LeBron has done that with 2 different teams.
But LeBron is ring chasing.
He went from.
You and I can agree that LeBron's ring chasing.
He went from.
He didn't stay.
He went to 3 finals.
He didn't stay.
With the Heat, went to another team, and has been to another 3. Another 4.
He's ring chasing 3.
No, he's with the 4 with one
4
team,
with Miami,
and then he's been with 3 with this new
team.
team. That's all LeBron, man. You got to give him his respect.
No, I give him his respect.
No player in NBA history has done that.
He's ring chasing.
No, he determines the barometer of who's going to go to the finals wherever he's at.
He better win this championship.
No player has done that and has that impact on any league other than LeBron.
He better win this championship.
He's not Peyton Manning. He's not Michael Jordan. He's LeBron James. Y'all better recognize that, man. Wherever he goes, he's gonna make. That team is going to the finals.
He has to win this championship.
It's proven. Wherever he's at in his prime.
And last question,
he's going to the finals.
Last question before we get out of here, man. How much longer is his run?
He got another 3 years.
3 years. All right, Inside the Locker Room, Ant J, man. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the show and being a part of the show. We'll be back next Sunday to touch these microphones again. Next Sunday, we have the wonderful ladies of AKA in the building with us, June 4th.
Yeah, we got the AKAs in the building.
The lovely women of AKA.
They're going to come up
Incorporated. Yeah, they have a Black Girls Rock June 18th. At the BG Theater next week, so they'll be up to talk about that. So we can't wait to talk to those guys.
No, you guys don't want to hang tough with us. We're gonna still be on Facebook Live. We're gonna still do a little bit more debating, but we're about to sign off right now.
Yeah,
on the radio.
June 17th, the Blind Rhino, man. Inside the Locker Room, Ant J. Make sure you go check out our website. Make sure you check out our podcast. All right, Inside the Locker Room, Ant J.
All right.
The locker room more, Anthony and Jay. Inside the locker room more, Anthony and Jay. In this corner, we got in. In this corner, we got Jay. Let's get it. Inside the locker room more, Anthony and Jay. 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 Inside the locker room more. Inside the locker room more.